Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted as always to be joined by Paul Kelly. This is the final predictions video for the big fight taking place in Birmingham tonight. It's undefeated versus undefeated. There's animosity, there's a backstory in the amateurs, and it's live on TNT Boxing. Paul, good to be joined by you. Liam Davies versus Shabaz Masoud. It's an intriguing one. Liam Davies has been on a fantastic run the last couple of years, let's be honest. Shabaz Masoud is still undefeated, but just hasn't been facing names of that certain caliber. But yeah, it's a really interesting one. We'll be direct as always. What's your final prediction for this fight?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, as always, mate. It's an interesting one because you look at it on the surface and you do think that, just given the pedigree of names over the last year or two, you massively favour Liam Davis, and that's fair enough. But then when you do, as you say, look at the amateur background, isn't it two wins Masood has over Liam Davis in the amateur ranks? So, does that play a part even in the mental side of things? Um, I'm not going to sit here and write off Liam Davis. I think Elliot Grigg and I've written him off a couple of times, maybe on the preview before, and we've learned the hard way. But in all seriousness, I think amateur boxing is one thing, but in the pro game, it's completely different. We do often see amateurs who don't turn into the best pros, and for one reason or another. Not saying Masood might not, but at this stage of the career of both fighters, I do favour Liam Davis. I know some people think he's quite a big puncher. He's had a few knockouts in there. Obviously, blew Jason Cunningham away recently, fairly early on. Was on the deck as well, I believe, in his last fight or the fight before. Um, so maybe can be hit as well. But I do think Liam Davis has enough to get the job done here and will finally get a win over Masood. I would edge towards points. I think Masood will win rounds, but I'm edging towards Liam Davies to win via decision, probably unanimous as well.
Yeah, it's Liam Davis, a 1-3 favourite here, so he is expected to win tonight according to the bookies. I'm going to agree with you, Paul, and I'm quite confident. I think Liam Davis, look, he's just fought quite good fighters, and he's kind of apart from being on the deck once, he's not really looked like losing. And I just think that one round demolition job over Jason Cunningham, which look, some people was kind of promoted and a lot of people thought was a kind of a closer fight to predict than it was. A one round blowout. Second round blowout of Eric Robles Ayala last time out. Those are really impressive victories to me. Shabazz Massoud, I thought he lost that fight he had in Newcastle against Jose San Martin. I'll be honest. I thought it was a home country decision. I thought he was really fortunate to stay undefeated that night. And apart from that, I've not seen too much more of Masoud. I was there in his last fight in Birmingham, which was supposed to be against Liam Davis, and he looked good, although albeit against limited opposition. So we'll see. We're both going for Liam Davis, but I'm really intrigued because I think when it's undefeated versus undefeated, it is intriguing because no one's seen how to beat either guy yet. So for that reason, it's going to be interesting. I'm actually going for a stoppage here. I think Liam Davis has got dynamite in both hands. I think he's a big puncher, and I think Liam Davis will stop Shabazz Masoud in the first 6 rounds. So we'll see. We'll see. I
Going
think,
all out, mate. Love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Looking forward to it. Maybe not the best. It's not the best card in the world, if we're being honest. We're not going to kind of paint it as this top to bottom, Riyadh season style undercard. It's not that, but I think we've got a good main event happening tonight in Birmingham. Um, can I know you touch on these things all the time. You're really consistent with your preview shows with Elliot Grigg, Paul, but Liam Davis. Do you think he is world title? Do you think he is world title level? He's proven he's a very good fighter. He's won, European champion, won a massive range of belts. But do you think he will win a world title in 2025? This is on the assumption that Inoue, after December 24th, vacates all the belts, moves up to featherweight, and Liam Davis is in a decent position to fight for a world title.
Yeah, mate, I actually could see him winning a world title next year, as you say, if the Naoya Inoue is no longer a super bantamweight. If Inoue hangs about, I'm not one of the people that would maybe say that Liam Davis could beat Naoya Inoue, but certainly, if the belts become fragmented and Inoue moves up, like chances are Liam Davies will get a vacant title shot straight away. He's one of the top fighters. He's at the top in most governing bodies rankings. So I don't see a reason why he couldn't fight for a vacant title next year, against another, whether that be someone like, say, Sam Goodman's to lose to Inoue, he'll probably still be up there. You've got maybe your Lewis Nearys, a few other fighters hanging about at that top level still. Whether or not it's against one of them or names maybe a little further down the pecking order, I can see Liam Davies fighting for 100% in 2025. And yeah, depending on the opponent, I definitely believe he has what it takes to win a world title. To be honest with you, mate, it would not surprise me one bit if by Christmas 2025, Liam Davies had fought and won a world title.
Yeah, yeah. Liam Davies ranked in the top five with the WBC and the IBF. So you would hope that that opportunity comes around. I've got one more question for you, Paul, just to be annoying. This is a fight between two Brits who are both undefeated at super bantamweight. There's another fight happening between two Brits who are both undefeated at super bantamweight, taking place on December 21st. Dennis McCann, Peter McGrail. I think there's going to be appetite for the winner of tonight and the winner of December 21st to possibly face each other, and that fight could maybe happen if Liam Davis can't fight for a world title next. It would be kind of a massive fight. Maybe we could see that fight take place in the UK. What do you see happening on December 21st, and how does the winner of that fight get on against Liam Davis? I know it's like
Thanks
if
for spring.
buts and maybes, but yes, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, mate. Thanks for springing this one
Mm,
on me. I appreciate it. No, in all seriousness, I think I love that fight between Dennis McCann and Peter McGrail. I haven't discussed this with you, or I haven't even discussed this with anyone else in the ESBR. I think Peter McGrail wins that fight.
okay.
I am a big fan of Peter McGrail, albeit I was shocked when he got stopped in that fight. But I think that was just, I'm hoping that was just a one off. But then has he shown frailties that he can be hurt potentially? I think he wins that. So yeah, I would be all for. Well, whether it be McCann or McGrail, I would be all for the winner of that getting fighting against Liam Davies. I would prefer to see Liam Davies maybe, you know, well, as you said, if buts and maybes, win this fight potentially, fight for a vacant title next. In the meantime, the winner of McCann McGrail maybe have one more in the first 4 or 5 months of 2025, and then we have a world title fight between two Brits. If Liam Davies was to win the world title, maybe defend it against one of them. So many things have to go right for that to happen. But yeah, there's definitely appetite for it. I think you're right there, and what you said, mate. I think yeah, it's a natural. It's kind of an obvious choice as well, isn't it? We always like to see big British matchups, especially if there's some names who are all around competing at the same level or just one or two levels above and below each other. So yeah, mate, I'd love to see Liam Davies, if he's to win this. Obviously, we're looking far in advance. If he wins this against Masoud tonight, then yeah, I'd love one of those fight the winner of McGrail McCann, which I'm predicting will be Peter McGrail.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. I think, look, the two guys fighting tonight, two guys fighting December 21st, they're the four best British super bantamweights. So it's great kind of having them fight each other. You just hope these are the two semi-finals, and we get a final in 2025. But we'll see. Paul, good to be joined by you as always. Enjoy the fight, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.